Yeah.
How are you?
Good day.
In this presentation, we are going to talk about everything we have seen in the business engineering course and with an extra topic given in the last class, which in this case is business analytics.
Hey.
eh,
Hey.
Well aside. Speaking of business analytics, next. Business analytics focuses on identifying data in order to identify significant patterns, trends and relationships in the business environment. The main objective of business analytics is to improve decision-making and optimize processes. And most importantly, that it can identify opportunities and drive decision-making within an organization. Following. As here we have a set of advantages, but I am going to mention the ones that I consider most important.
This.
Already, decision-making is one of them. Business analytics allows that based on data, on objective data, you can analyze it and depending on this, identify patterns and assume things that can benefit you in the long run in your company. And which also leads to the second advantage, which is the identification of patterns and opportunities. When analyzing large volumes of information, it is possible that you realize things that are not in plain sight. And this helps because you can anticipate customer needs and take measures to take advantage of them and obtain competitive advantages. And as a last advantage is customization and customer satisfaction. With this you will be able to better understand customers through data analysis. You will be able to segment them based on their preferences and behaviors, and this will help increase customer retention and foster solid long-term relationships. Do you tend? Within the tools, as a group, personally, as a group, what we use the most is Power BI, Python, and one of us who uses a board, right? But yes, those are the ones that we consider most used.
Following. Now we will talk about the work we have done throughout the cycle. Continuing with the presentation, now we would talk about football and flavor, and if you are wondering what football and flavor is. In itself, what it is a soccer-themed resto bar. And within its value proposition, we highlight soccer so much, which is a sport that moves and generates passion in many people, combining it with one of our greatest legacies that we have as Peruvians, which is flavor or gastronomia. Next, and within the main processes that soccer and flavor have, we would highlight what is one of the key processes, which is the preparation of food, since this has a direct impact on the product that is going to be offered to our customers, right? That they are going to have, as well as our marketing process through which we are going to be able to spread all our services and our products to them. Following. Now moving on to the objectives that we would have to define this business, one of the key and main ones, and as we have already been saying, it would be to retain our customers since they can be loyal and come repeatedly to our premises or our business. They will to be able to call other new customers. This will have an impact on other objectives that we have, such as discouraging sales, and it will allow us to diversify our product portfolio. Following. Now we present what our input and output model is. Among what we would highlight, what is food preparation, since this is what is directly going to be shown to the client. It is the product that they are going to taste and have to be very well aligned through the other processes in their inputs and outputs. Following. And we continue with what would be our model, company, and systems. Here we can see all the processes that are going to take place, the areas that are going to have football and flavor, and among which one of the fundamental or main ones, as we have been saying, is the kitchen where they are going to be carried out at the food preparation, and this will have to be directly related to customer service that will be handled by our group of waiters, and they will give differential customer service or attention, which will differentiate from other lenders with this same theme. Now we would apply one of the models already seen in classes, which is the PSDA model. Among which, I would like to highlight that they are very aligned with the objectives previously described. For example, in planning we would have to increase sales, customer loyalty, attracting them, and training our staff. With these 4 points to plan, the other points of the PSDA model have been developed, which is the development, the verification, where we were able to apply this symbiosis with what is, logic, with each one of them, and finally bring it to fruition. What is attention plight in which key proposals and measures are going to be taken to be able to develop it you see in the planning?
If then we would have what is the Kaizen and the TQM, which are approaches to continuous improvement. Please feel. For Sabor, which he mentioned above, is a soccer-themed resto bar. At first glance, we are not going to focus on what would be customer service. Then, the processes that would allow this service to be provided were reviewed and problems were identified, such as the delay in taking orders and their payment. So here would be the improvement due to the change, the use of a mobile application. Additionally, it would be part of the costs, which would have to do with the agreements and the relationship that it would have with the suppliers. And on the other hand, it would be on the part of the client, which is very important to know what the user wants. This can be achieved through the feedback they can provide us. So, taking that into consideration would allow Futbol de Sabor to be more competitive to offer more innovative things like a themed menu or events. So all this must be backed by human resources to create an adequate environment which has personnel that develops, integrates, and this must carry with it adequate leadership. Being please. And then we would have the process map where he previously indicated where we are going is the missionary processes, specifically the reception and customer service part, but this must also be supported by the support processes where personnel management would be and the strategic processes where he defines how achieve the 2D. Following.
Hablando de la ficha de procesos, te ha tomado un ejemplo de... And let's see if they give a detailed client of the many that there are A that has the future of this work that we have in the main parks determined A different metrics that are very important to measure the process that allows us to see if we are working properly or where A find A if something is working wrong and see an improvement with process lines and now with the VPN. The flow of processes initially that its authorizer had on what was previously described is 1. It has many manual steps, which can be cumbersome, cause confusion in wheels of staff and even, perhaps, not be very pleasant for customers. Already with the use of emerging technologies or other RP, in this case we are putting an application, it allows automating the process by reducing the waiting times, making the process much less for a new experience for customers. Agreeing the processes in less step.